In today's video, we're going to walk you through how we got a boiler or a HVAC company, depending on where you're from, over 300 leads inside Google Ads. And we're just going to walk you through exactly how we managed to get these numbers so that if you're looking to run Google Ads for a heating company or any other similar service, that you'll be able to follow the steps inside this video to be able to do so. And just for context as well, as for any other service-based business, the whole goal really was to just get as many leads as possible, particularly as many phone calls as possible, but also form submissions. And for that reason, we actually started off by running also a call only campaign for this company. They were also running a lot of responsive search ads in other accounts. And in this account, since they were looking for mainly phone calls, we actually started running call only campaigns from the very beginning. And what we actually did as well at first was just simply run everything together for all the different services they offer in one call only campaign, where the services they offer include everything from boiler repairs and boiler servicing, which is smaller jobs, but also to boiler replacement, boiler installation. And in general, the installation related jobs are obviously worth a lot more than the boiler repairs and boiler servicing. But what we also did more recently then as well was split the campaigns up and have the much higher ticket services in a separate campaign like we do here, rather than having them together with the smaller services, for example, servicing and repairs. The main reason being is that way then we can have separate cost per lead targets or different target CPAs depending on the service being offered, because it makes sense to want a much lower cost per lead for services that's worth a lot less money than services that are worth a lot more. And also as well for the campaign that's now just for the smaller services, boiler repairs and boiler servicing, they wanted those inquiries to come from a much smaller mile radius in terms of location targeting. But because the other jobs are a lot bigger, for example, installations and replacements, they're also happy to cover a much wider target area. So it makes sense to have separate campaigns where, for example, one service is worth a lot more money than the other. And also, if you're planning on targeting different locations as well. And that's the other scenario as well, which made us reconsider and want to make a separate campaign. But now, structure wise, it was very simple. When we were doing our keyword research inside Google Ads, which we have plenty of other separate videos on the channel if you'd like to check that out, but it was simply involving using Keyword Planner, entering in the locations that we'd want to target. Once we had our full list of keywords gathered, we split those keywords up into separate columns based on intent, which then forms the basis of our ad groups. So we could have easily made, for example, just one main boiler installation ad group and we had all of our keywords thrown in there. But we wanted to make sure that the keywords in each ad group were all highly related to one another. So, for example, we split up boiler installation from heating installation, and then that allowed us to have much more relevant ads for each. Because if someone looks for heating installation, for example, they'll obviously see an ad that says heating installation and then be brought to a specific landing page that says heating installation. And the idea of that then is that their conversion rates are going to be a lot higher than if they were to just try and group everything together inside the one ad group. Now, in terms of bidding strategy, then when we had the first initial campaign that we were running everything in, we actually were using maximize clicks at the very beginning, like we'd recommend for almost all the campaigns we're running for any service based business. And what we did then was we were able to get enough conversion data after about 1 month to make the switch over to maximize conversions, which is what we're using now inside that original campaign that has most of our leads. And then once we had 30 conversions or more within the last 30 days, which we found is more important, having more conversions recently, is when we started adding a target CPA in there into that original campaign. And we set that target CPA to a number that was roughly around the same as what we were paying for a lead at the time. And then we were able to start slowly bringing that down month after month, the more we were able to get our actual cost per lead down. Now, inside this campaign, on the other hand, since we were launching it as a brand new campaign only very recently, we didn't go straight to maximize clicks because we already had a campaign that had so much conversion data built up. If you're making a new campaign inside an existing account, then you can go straight to maximize conversions. But because it's a new campaign that doesn't have, for example, 30 conversions in the last 30 days, then we didn't go straight to target CPA, but maximize conversions was fine for that. But overall, if you are starting a new campaign inside a new account, maximize clicks with a max CPC bid limit is the best way to get that conversion data earlier on. And then once you actually have that relevant conversion data, making that switch over to maximize conversions is what we found worked a lot better. And both of these campaigns as well, in terms of overall structure, are unique in the sense that they have the typical consistency in having your separate ad groups, but your keywords in each relevant ads and relevant landing pages. But because we were actually running call only campaigns for both of these campaigns, is that typically for call only campaigns, you just have the ads running on mobile and the only call to action is for them to just call directly from the ad. We found that having the option to go to a mobile landing page has worked really well for this because if somebody simply isn't able to call right now, but they are interested in becoming a lead, that way they still have the option to fill out a form on the landing page if they want to at that given time because for whatever reason they're not able to call. So that's what we've done to really maximize the amount of leads overall that these campaigns could be getting is that, we want to optimize for just phone calls as much as possible. But if they do want to fill out the form because it's easier for them at that point, then they can do so as well. But we found that over 75% of the leads inside this campaign have simply just all been phone calls, which is exactly what we were looking for. But we still don't want to miss out on leads that could turn into jobs, but didn't just because we didn't give them the option to do anything else but call. And just to go through like this structure as a whole, another point or two worth mentioning is that for the most part, we're using all exact match keywords so that the quality of the search terms are high, and we know that if anyone sees our boiler replacement ad, that they must have typed in something along the lines of one of our boiler replacement keywords. So that way, then we know that there isn't going to be any issues with the intent of our keywords. And then what happens then is that when they search for boiler replacement, they obviously go to an ad like this that says boiler replacement. And because it was a call only ad as well, we had to be really clear with what we offer in the ad itself and have clear benefits of why they should choose us and call to actions where they can call us directly from the ad. And it is important for call only ads especially to have compelling ad copy, especially if you're not using a landing page and the only option for them to reach out is to call you directly. But as we mentioned as well, we also give them the option to go to a landing page. And in this case, it would say boiler replacement expert. It would be on mobile only, and we'd give them another opportunity to call us directly after they have a look at the 5-star testimonials and a bit more information about what they offer, but also have the option to fill out a form, as we mentioned as well, to really maximize the amount of leads that we're getting overall. Now, those were the main things I wanted to mention about, how we were able to get this many leads for this company inside Google Ads. But if there are any other specific aspects you wanted to know about how we were able to generate these results inside Google Ads, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you are a service based business looking for further help refining your own campaigns like this inside Google Ads, feel free to have a look at the link in the description down below as well. And if you do like this Google Ads related content as well, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as we'll be posting all things related to Google Ads here daily. And hopefully, we'll see you inside the next video.